Hey everyone, I just found this fan at Habitat Restore. I've interestingly enough found an Alaska Industrial. Now it appears to be sold as a residential, but yeah, this is very similar to like a Proline 2 and has the blades of a Dayton Marley or even a Dayton Lasco, the first type, before they rolled the edges over. But this was new in box, and I'm gonna pull up the box. Yep, new in box. So yeah, it was a cheap find, and I was curious about this fan. I've never seen a Alaska Industrial, so I've been wanting to. I was curious to see what this does. So. And it came, of course, with a 3-speed control box, another transformer choke control base. So we'll see what this does. I'm gonna do well, according to the instruction manual in there, speed 3 is the lowest. So I'm gonna start there. Start with low. See what kind of low speed I get out of it. I know these choke controls are not exactly known to get low speeds. So I want to give this a little bit to speed up. Unless that is it, because that's surprising. I mean, that's a decent low speed right there for a choke control. I mean, it's not drawing a huge amount of current. And I did look underneath the canopy. It's actually the stickers on top of the motor. Before putting the canopies, it says it's rated at 0.75 amps. So it's 0.22 amps, and this is not a bad low speed. I mean, it's definitely a functional low, but it's not like too fast to be a low speed like a lot of industrials with controls. So 12.5 watts. About half a power factor. All right. And I'm going to go up to speed 2, which is the medium speed. So at this point, I'm doing what would be perceived as factory speeds, since it came with a speed control for it. Decent medium. 27 watts. Okay, over a power factor of 1, or not power, half a power factor, 60% power factor. All right, here comes high. And this is actually flying. I'm really feeling air off it. I mean, the airflow still feels K55 like. I mean, this is no gold line, I'll tell you that. Right now, this is no gold line. That's the one thing about this, so. And now it's drawing 0.65 amps. Well, drawing a tenth less. I mean, it's still flying pretty good, so 74 watts, about 75 watts. And it's a power factor of 1 on high. Okay, now for spin down. Take this out. And while it's spinning down, I'm going to take out the control and plug in the Decade box. So let's see what we can get out of a capacitor-based control. So let it spin down. I mean, this is new in box. Steering's felt good. Definitely silent. I mean, this could have a long spin down because it's steel on steel, stamped steel with steel blades. Still spinning down, yep. So I just was stopping at Restore. I haven't been to Restore in a while, and this turned up. There wasn't really a lot of fans otherwise, but I thought this was kind of interesting. Usually I see, typical spinner motor in a GE vent housing type Alaska. That's what I'm used to seeing. But this is something different. Okay, well, let's see where it starts and how far up we can get and what kind of wall control we can use capacitor based wise. Let's see where it starts. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's going on 3. That's not gonna stall. Let's see what's it drawing. 4. That's pretty close to low speed. Let's see what 5 is. Yep, 5 is like matching current draw with the factory low or the control box, 5 microfarads. And I'm definitely getting a decent low out of it. So far, let's see if I can use a 4-speed or a 3-speed capacitor based. So here's 5, 6, 7, and here's 8. Okay. 9, 10, 11, 12. I have a feeling because of what this is, I'm not going to be able to use a 4-speed. Let's see what 13 is like. Okay, so 0.52 at 13, so I'm going to hit the high switch, just see what kind of a difference I get. And it appears as if there is enough difference to use a 5, 8, and 13. I think there is enough of difference, so I could probably use 13 would be more like a backed off high, and 8 would be your medium, like your medium low, maybe just over low, and high medium would be your backed off. Be like backed off high, I call it, when you don't want it up all the way. So here's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, so with 20, I'm pretty close to high, but I did not go over under 20 microfarads, so it's just for grins. Let's do 21, 22, 23, getting close to high, 24, 25. Not really drawing much more current at this time. 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. So if I hit the high switch, that's 0.65. Take it off. And I'm pretty much right there at high. $32, $33, $34, $35. It's not really hitting a resonant frequency. It's just leveled off. I maxed it out at 40 microfarads, and No resonant frequency or anything that's an extreme. It didn't even creep over, so this is safe on any wall control, but the most practical one, you could use a 4711, actually, or a 5, 8, and 13. You can get a good speed range with 4 speeds. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try the solid state. We're going to see if this is quiet or noisy. Let's find out. Okay, it just started and it's pretty quiet. Bedroom quiet. If I speed it up. Okay, it might be living room quiet. I would call this living room quiet, what I'm hearing. I mean, the hum is it's not harsh either. And once you start hearing whipping noise, it starts drowning out the hum. So you could really, if you use it, say in your kitchen or living room where it's not as big of a deal to have some hum in the motor, then yeah, you can use a solid state. May not be the best choice for the bedroom, but anywhere else you can. I could use it there. Okay, the last test is 0 to high. Let's see what kind of inrush we get. Okay, so 0.7, and it's going to drop to 0.65. Six. Ideally that. All right. Well, that's all I have for this Alaska type industrial, or I should say Alaska industrial types fan. So I'll be back with more fans in the near future, so keep on subscribing and watching, and I'll be back with more fans.